The Kentucky Labor Cabinet presents Occupational Safety and Health, the rights and responsibilities of Kentucky workers and Kentucky employers. Every day, tens of thousands of Kentuckians go to work at locations both large and small, and each one of them is entitled to a work environment that is safe and healthful. It is the responsibility of the Kentucky Labor Cabinet to ensure these rights are protected, a responsibility that is also shared by employers and their employees. To protect workers, the Cabinet provides vigorous, fair enforcement of all laws and regulations regarding workplace safety and health and the prevention of discrimination related to occupational safety and health. And for employers, the Cabinet provides tools and assistance to help make sure they remain in compliance with those rules and regulations. All workers and employers in the Commonwealth are required to obey all laws, rules, and regulations governing workplace safety, health, and discrimination. In addition, all employers are required to provide a work environment that is free of hazards. Employers must also inform their workers about the protections provided by state law. This is done primarily through posters furnished by the Labor Cabinet. These posters must be displayed in a prominent location in the workplace. Let's take a closer look at specific occupational safety and health rights and responsibilities of both groups, starting with employees.
If my boss assigns me a task that I feel is too dangerous, do I have the right to refuse it?
If you are given a task that puts you at risk of serious injury or death, you may refuse to perform that task without being discriminated against by your employer. You cannot refuse to perform other work or leave the work site. The danger must be clear enough so that a reasonable person in your circumstances would conclude that the task runs the risk of serious injury or death. It is very important that you try to work out a solution with your employer before you refuse to perform the task.
How can I file a complaint if I feel there is an unsafe or unhealthy work condition or a violation of safety standards?
If you believe that there is a hazardous health and safety condition that could lead to physical harm or creates imminent danger, you or your representative may request an inspection by providing written notice to the Commissioner of Workplace Standards. The form is available at www.labor.ky.gov or by calling the Cabinet at 502-564-3070. Your name may be withheld from your employer at your request, but in any case, an employer is prohibited by law from discriminating in any way against you or any worker who files such a complaint.
What can I do if I believe I was fired because I filed a complaint?
If you believe your employer has punished you in any way for raising a workplace health or safety concern, you have 120 days to file a discrimination complaint with the Commissioner of Workplace Standards. The Secretary of the Labor Cabinet may order that you be reinstated pending the outcome of the investigation.
How are workers represented during an inspection?
An employee representative can accompany the state's inspector during the inspection. The inspector will also interview employees about safety and health issues at the workplace.
Will I still get paid during an inspection?
Yes, state law requires that workers receive their regular pay during an inspection. Now, let's look at specific rights and responsibilities of employers.
Will I be represented during an inspection?
Yes, state law allows a representative of the employer to accompany the state inspector during a physical inspection of the workplace.
Am I required to notify my employees of any citations that are issued?
Yes. Once a citation is issued, you must post it near the location where the violation occurred. If that is not possible, it should be placed in a prominent location where affected workers can easily see it. The citation may not be altered in any way, nor covered or obstructed by other items.
If I can't fix a problem by the date included in the citation, can I ask for more time?
Employers have the right to request an extension for eliminating a safety or health risk that has been cited. In your request, you must fully explain why you were unable to fix the problem by the original deadline and how much additional time you will need. If your request is granted, you must post an amended citation and affected employees may file an appeal. If your request is denied, you have the right to appeal.
Is there any opportunity to discuss hazards or potential hazards with compliance officials?
Yes, you can request an informal conference with the Division of Compliance to discuss any issues raised by an inspection, a citation, a notice of proposed penalty, variance, or a notice of intent to contest. Your employees also have the right to request such a conference.
Can I protest a citation or penalty?
Any employer that receives a citation or a notice of penalty can contest the citation, penalty, or abatement period. A notice of intent to contest must be postmarked or faxed within 15 working days from the date the employer receives the citation or notice of penalty. Employees may also contest any citation, penalty, or abatement period. These notices must also be postmarked within 15 working days.
If I decide not to contest the citation or penalty, what happens?
Employers must promptly return the forms included with the citation notifying the Division of Compliance of the corrective action taken in the time period specified. Also, any penalties must be paid by check made out to the Kentucky State Treasurer and sent to the Kentucky Labor Cabinet.
Can I get help detecting potential hazards or safety issues?
Absolutely. As an employer, you may request a completely free occupational safety and health consultation at your facility to help identify and correct any potential hazards. This is a great way to help avoid complaints and reduce the possibility of citations and penalties. And it is important to note that the consultants do not share any information with the Division of Compliance.
If I correct a violation, do I still have to pay the penalty?
Yes. Correcting a violation does not relieve the employer of the responsibility to pay an assessed penalty. There are many rights and responsibilities related to the workplace that go beyond safety and health. For example, there are wage and hour laws. You can learn more about those rights and responsibilities by contacting the Division of Employment Standards, Apprenticeship, and Mediation at 502-564-3534. Another area is equal employment opportunities. Rights and responsibilities relating to that topic are addressed by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Contact them at 800-669-4000. If you need more information or have any questions about the items covered here, please call the Kentucky Occupational Safety and Health Program at 502-564-3070 or visit the Kentucky Labor Cabinet website at www.labor.ky.gov. This is a presentation of the Kentucky Labor Cabinet.